I will never listen to an ICT video ever again. Um, this is basically the monthly, right? So how the monthly candle is forming. So we'll explore more into that in details later. But let's look into what happened this week. You have an order block here, right? Why is this an order block? It's a down close candle. Where can the weekly candle form? So basically we had a change in state of delivery here, right? Previous week. What can I get into? Well, you want to look at previous week, right? What can it do? It can break and retest, right? So this is what we did this week. We could have broken and retested that. If it retests, where should it go back up to? The midpoint of that week? Like, what can we expect? That's something to explore further as you become better trader. But since this is order block here, you can expect prices to reasonably go up there. When can price go up there? But Monday and Tuesday. If we're expecting another week lower, right? We're expecting a week lower, at least a lower push. So if this area gets tackled in the Monday and Tuesday, then you know Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is going to be the classic expansion profile. So let's look at what happened into the daily basis, right? So daily basis, we're going to be looking at an hour pretty much. So that's that previous order block that we talked about, right? From that order block, where can it come up to? This is the previous week's close, right? So this is, we can come up to the retest, that area, right? If you look at this area, previous week close was last Friday at here, right? Screw that. Let's get, that was the previous order block. Last Friday's close were around open. The week close was somewhere around here. So this was the closure, right? Previous week's closure. Monday we are above that, right? We can get into that that weekly order block, right? That could be our possible target there. So these are the two possible targets that we can expect Monday, Tuesday to reach. So Monday we reach that, right? Now we're looking at Monday range theory, right? This is the highs and lows of Monday. We're going to be in between these two point of interest, right? We're above that Monday. How do we trade Tuesday, right? So we traded above Monday's high. We failed to close above it in an area of point of interest. So if the point of interest is up there, by Monday we are up here already, right? On Tuesday we failed to close above that, and we started consolidating. This is a good sign. Consolidation around an area is a good sign. And what comes after consolidation? After consolidation becomes a expansion leg, right? An expansion leg that also breaks market structure. So yesterday we broke market structure, right? This is the market structure broke on Tuesday. What was the market structure break? In Asia session, right? In Asia session was the market structure break. But more specifically, if you do, this is the Monday, so 9:30 Wednesday we open lower, right? We open lower. If you do that under the another Asia session, right? Consolidation break, consolidation again in London session, and then finally at 9:30 we broke market even lower. At 9:30 I did expect some type of a push here to come up and then go down, but obviously we didn't get that, right? So signs to look for in this homework study would be to see at what points these classic highs or very clean highs gets taken and then runs down. So that would be a good point of things to study. So Monday accumulation, Tuesday manipulation, right? This is all accumulation manipulation followed by a distribution, right? So distribution on Wednesday classes, sell week. How did I trade this? So if I was to, so I didn't trade Monday. I didn't look at the market on Monday, but I failed to see some of the market structures here. So I failed to see that we were at a weekly order block area. I failed to see that, number one. Did I care about that? Not really, because what I saw was the fact that Monday we're above, so I entered the trade way too early, to be honest. So when I saw this classic consolidation, right, I entered on this candle exactly at 11 o'clock, right after this candle closed, right? What I should have done was waited until this candle closed, right? 12 o'clock candle closed, and we have a change in state of delivery after this high probability order block. Why is that a high probability order block? Because this was the wick, right? We wicked above but closed in this range again. Monday high of the range, right? And furthermore, we saw that there was I don't think there's a divergence there, right? Monday, I don't think there was a divergence there, right? Monday highs on ES, there was no divergence, correct? There's no divergence. So we consolidated, we made higher highs on both ES and YM, ES and NQ, right? So we made both highs on ES and NQ. There was no, if you compare YM as well, you could also see that there was no divergence there. So this, I entered way too early. That was my fault. I should have waited until here. I should have waited until 12 o'clock until we have a change in state of delivery here. Although this is not a clear change in state of delivery. Yeah, it is. Actually, it is. But it is not a clear market structure shift yet. So we didn't have a market structure shift until overnight. So I entered this candle. I held on to this. I kept taking demo trades here, but I kept putting my stop loss just above this high, and I kept getting tagged in to have my stop loss trigger. But nonetheless, this paper trade would have yielded about 11,000 with one contract of NQ, one mini contract would have yielded 11,000 in profit. So and what else did I see? So up until the market closed, right at 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, I saw this. I saw that we had a nice push down. We had 12 o'clock close. We had a nice push down, and I saw that on a daily basis, we have a up candle, right, in an area. Like if you look at the ES, this area was a fair value gap order block area, right, in an area where we should be dropping from, because on ES there was a breaker here as well. So there was a breaker there on ES. We were in a point of interest. We've been consolidating on 1 hour, and then on a daily basis we have a closure below that, right? So we have a three candle model here. Candle 1, turtle souped. Where can we go reasonably? We should be reasonably going to the midpoint of that candle, right? Midpoint of that candle, right? Reasonably to the midpoint. The next day, the very next day, we should go to the next point of that candle. So, and then to this end of this candle as well. But I did see that 3 candle model. I remember talking to my friend and saying that we should be pushing downwards based on the fact that 1 hour we had a change in state of delivery followed by market structure shift in Tuesday, right, on Asia session. Market structure shift here, we should be going down. And then I took profit at market opening. The reason I took profit was the fact that we hit this candle's low, so we already hit that. I didn't want to wait for market to retrace up and then do funky stuff, right? Because technically we do have news on Thursday coming up, Thursday at 8:30 news, so I didn't want to hold on to the consolidation, but nonetheless market shifted and continued down. The option that I put at that time, I didn't take profit, but I held on to it based on these things and how it closed, right? Based on that thing, I held on, and at the time of open, which was around 9:30, obviously, I took profit on this candle, right, at previous day's low. But look how much market has moved, even double that amount, right? So if the market from here to here has moved, right, that amount is also doubled here. So that would have been a nice play on option. I held on to that, and maybe I should enter with 2 option contracts and then let it ride. One of them ride one at previous Tuesday or Monday range low. Do it that way. So nonetheless, I was proud of the fact that I did end up seeing this, and I held on to it and had a shift below.